Hello, good afternoon, and welcome to Japa with their days. And my name is Bimbo. For those who are just meeting us for the first time, Japa with their days is a channel where you can get relevant and important information on how you can Japa or relocate to Portugal. And for today, I want to discuss on the different types of visa that are there that you can use to relocate to Portugal. And this is because a lot of us believe that if you want to japa or if you want to relocate, if you don't use student visa or you try to secure a job in the country that you are going to, which allow you to apply for work visa, a lot of us believe that either student visa or work visa are the routes that are there to relocate to any country that you want to go to. And since I'm talking about Portugal, so yeah, we believe that either student visa or work visa are the only routes that are there to relocate to Portugal. And I'm telling you, this is a blatant no. There are many other types of visas that you can use to relocate to Portugal, but because we don't do our research, we don't ask informations, we don't consult Google. Google is our friends, like they used to say. Google is our friends to consult information. And because we are so limited in research, we feel that either student visa or work visa, that's why you see a lot of people have 2 masters, 3 masters, because they feel it's only either student visa that fits their current profile to Japa or relocate. Yeah, so that's why I want to discuss about it today. Now, the first visa that I want to talk about today is called D1 visa. Since I'm talking about Portugal, I will be listing them step by step. So D1 visa is residence visa for subordinate professional activity. Now, this type of visa is for those who want to come into Portugal to look for jobs. And the recent video that I did on job seekers visa fall directly under D1 visa, because this is a visa that allow you to come into Portugal for 3 months or thereabout, and after 3 months to consistently look for job in Portuguese registered company. Now, once you are able to get a job, you can now apply for residencies to stay in the country legally. So D1 visa is for those who want to come into Portugal to look for job, which means you don't need to have a job in your country. You don't need to have a job in your country before applying for this type of visa. So D1 visa is for those who want to come into Portugal to look for job, and after getting the job, apply for residency. So which means there are some, this visa is limited in terms of the number of days that we issue to you. So for instance, the job seekers visa, which allow you to come into Portugal for 3 months and apply for jobs, and then if you're able to get a job within that 3 months, you can now apply for residency, and also has about 60 days of extension of your stay in the country if within the 3 months you're unable to get it. The job seekers visa actually fall into the D1 visa, so which means you don't need to have a job in your country before you apply for D1 visa. D1 visa is actually for you to get a visa, come into the country, look for job within the stipulated time of your visa, and once you're able to get a job, then you can apply for residency. Now, another type of visa is called D2 visa. Now, this is residence visa for independent professional activity and entrepreneurial immigrants. So this type of visa is meant for professionals who have reached the apex of their career. For instance, lawyers, nurses, medical doctors who have reached the apex of your career and are looking to establish themselves by practicing their aids in other country. So you don't have to, all you just need is to submit the necessary document proving that yes, you are a professional in your current country and you want to relocate to Portugal to continue your activities, or you are a professional, an entrepreneur, and you are already established in your country. You have necessary document to prove that your business is established. It has a number of people that it has employed in your current country, and you want to continue that business. You want to come into Portugal to continue or establish a new or different types of business. It doesn't have to be the same line of business as you already have in your country. It could be probably something different that you feel that it would be of a great benefit to Portuguese citizens. So yes, the D2 visa is actually designed for people like that, the entrepreneurs or professionals in their fields. So all you just have to do is to research the documents, the necessary requirement that you need to have to submit for it. Now, we also have the D3 visa. This is residence visa for research activity or highly qualified individual. So this is suitable for research center or highly qualified professional activity in terms of the academics, the professors who want to come into Portugal to probably conduct some research. So probably the line of grants that you have, you have to come into Portugal to do the research or to complete the research. So D3 visa is actually designed for highly qualified or highly skilled individual professors, the academics. So because it is actually for research purposes alone. So yeah, even medical doctors, because of course the medical doctors also conduct research. So it is not only those in the academics that D3 visa is meant for. So it is at the point of the visa application that you have to distinguish if it falls under the D2 or D3 visa. Now, the fourth type of visa is called D4 visa. This is residence visa for study or student exchange or professional internship or volunteers. Which means this is the type of visa that we are mostly used to for students who want to go do degree, masters, PhD, or for exchange program, or so mostly for study. You want to go to the universities or polytechnic in Portugal to study or to continue your program or to start your program if you want to do probably BSc or HND. So it is actually for D4 visa. So a lot of us know it as student visa. I have student visa. Yeah, it's actually designed, it is actually called D4 visa. Now, another one is D5 visa. This is residence visa in the field of mobility or higher education studies. Now, this type of visa are for those who probably are doing what is called integrated or exchange program between universities. So, for instance, if you are doing a program in Austria, for instance, and your program states there that it is an integrated program, which means you have to have traveled to about 3 countries and spend 3 months each or one semester each in each universities in these countries before you can complete your program. So if you are in Austria, the procedure might be that you have to travel to Portugal for 3 months to study to continue your course in, say, for instance, University of Mio. So or you have to travel to France and do another 1 semester in France university. So it depending on the structure of your master's program or PhD program, that is what determines the type of country or an university that you have to go to. And this type of visa, D5 visa, is actually meant for those who are doing integrated program. And of course, you have to submit the necessary document to prove that you're actually doing this program in your current universities and country. And yes, so university have allegiance with your universities before you can complete your study. Now, another type of visa is called D6 visa, which is actually called residence visa for family reunion. Now, a lot of us call it family unification visa. Well, yes, this is what I actually used to bring in my family from Nigeria. Yes, but it is actually called D6 visa. This is a visa that once you are already in your in Portugal and you have residence card, you are legally staying in the country. Mind you, once you have residence card, that is what proof that you are legally residing in the country and that the government knows about you. So if you don't have residence card, you can apply for family reunification. So once you have residence card, you can apply for family reunion. So which means if you have family in other country and you can prove legally that these people are your family, because of course their documents will be taken through a several lengthy verification and legalization process. So yes, like marriage certificate and the birth certificate of your child, and among other documents that you have to prove that this person or these people that you want to bring into or to reunite with are your family. So you have to show all these documents. Now, another type of visa is called D7 visa. This is a visa for retirees or income holders who have reached the peak of their career, who have enough money and want to enjoy their money in another country. So this 7 visa is actually meant for you. So which means you will, for instance, part of the requirements is that you open a bank account in Portugal and put some amount of money there. And I think it's about 30,000 euro to about 60,000 euro. You put this amount of money there before you can apply for this D7 visa. So then the Oga Patapata of them all, which means the biggest of them all, let me use that word, the biggest of them all is called golden visa, or what we know it as investment visa. So depending on the type of investment that you want to push into Portugal, that is what will determine whether you are qualified for this golden visa or investment visa. So you can either push in 350,000, 500,000. So you just need to check the criteria of the type of investment that you want to push into Portugal before you are qualified to apply for golden visa. So for instance, for the D7 visa, I mean that should be about 2 years ago or last year, beginning of last year, I assisted a boss of mine from Nigeria to come into Portugal with D7 visa. I mean, because there are a lot of documentations that needs to be put in place before you are qualified or before you can apply for D7 visa. Even golden visa has some similarities with the D7 visa in terms of the money that you have to have in your account and the types of investment that you have to already pushed into Portugal before you are qualified to apply for this type of visa. Yes, and I expect that you will do your research to know the type of requirement, the document required to apply for this type of visa, and if you need further assistance, consultations, assistance to get this document, because a lot of those documents have to come from here before you can use it in your country. So if you need further assistance regarding some of these documents, you can let me know, drop comment, follow us on our social media pages, like and subscribe to our channel so that by the time we drop all our weekly informations and opportunities on how you can japa to Portugal, you will be the first to get notification. And thank you very much for watching. Bye bye.